This is how it's done. Governor Walz, Vice President Kamala Harris giving some incredible speeches, shredding Donald Trump. First, let me show you Governor Walz in Wisconsin. Watch this in front of a packed crowd. Let's play it.
Here's what I'm most proud of. I'm proud with our side of things. While Donald Trump spent his time whining, crying, grievance-filled. Oh, they did me wrong. They did me wrong. It's difficult to be born with millions of dollars. It's difficult to not pay your bills. It's difficult to have the Supreme Court say you can do whatever the hell you want with no consequence. Apparently, that's difficult for him. Kamala Harris spent no time doing that. She talked about you, and she talked about the future. She talked about the future.
Yeah, and that's right, because Donald Trump just goes around whining and doing this. Play the clip.
You saw it.
Let's talk about what Governor Walz said as well at that speech in Wisconsin in front of that packed crowd. He said, you know, we all have some friends, right, who are like, I hate Donald Trump, but his policies. And Governor Walz goes, what policies are you talking about? What are Trump's policies? Here, play this clip.
This is important. This is important, and you all know it. Because, look, we all deal with it. Friends, neighbors, family. Oh, I like Donald Trump. You know, I don't really like how he swears and gets convicted of felonies and found liable for assaulting women. I don't really like that. Good, I'm glad you don't like that. But then they always go, I like his proposals. Which one? Taking your health care? Forcing women to bleed out in parking lots because they can't get health care? Tax cuts for billionaires? And I say this, if you're a billionaire and that's all you care about, he may be your guy. But if you're a working class person, a middle class person, a community member, I can't find much there. And the thing is, you don't have to look very far. He's not giving you much detail, except it's really great. They made it easy for us. They printed 900 plus pages in Project 2025.
Because when Donald Trump is asked a very basic question like he was in Nevada the other day about how he plans to implement his policies, it's just a bunch of nonsense, word salad, eating cats and dogs and whatever. Here, play this clip.
But those foreign countries paying those tariffs, won't they pass those along? If they passed a tax on golf memberships, you would probably at your resorts pass that along to your members, right? You wouldn't have just absorbed it.
It sort of depends on the market, not necessarily. You look like you might be a golfer, actually, but not really necessarily.
Not a good one, sir.
Not a good one. There aren't too many good ones around, I'll tell you. But no, not really. I think that you're going to find, and I think when we do it, and different countries also will be tariffed differently. You know, there are some that make tremendous margins on us. We have countries, I won't go into it now, but we have countries that are charging us 200% and 250 and 300%, and we charge them nothing. And it's insane, and you just can't do it. And it's really not sustainable. It's not sustainable. There are certain countries that I'd rather not mention them now because I'll be mentioning them if and when we win, but they're going to have to pay up. And it's not going to have inflationary, if anything, it's going to go the opposite. We're going to be paying off debt because we have too much debt. As a country, we have too much debt.
Back to Governor Walz right here. He goes, look, and Trump refused to answer one of the most important questions about whether or not he would veto a national abortion ban. Play the clip.
He also had another easy one. He refused to answer if he would veto a national abortion ban. Wouldn't answer it. Well, you know why. You know why. All of a sudden now he says he's all for the support or whatever. Here's the deal. He doesn't trust women, and they sure the hell don't trust him. And for all of you.
And then this is classic Governor Walz. He tells us what his life hack is. Play this clip.
Two incredible senators who happen to be women. Jen Schultz, who's going to make a wonderful member of Congress. Gwen Walz, these three. Here's my life hack for all of you. All the guys out there, whatever, here's my life hack. Surround yourself with smart women and listen to them, and you'll do just fine. You'll do just fine. That includes my fellow cat owner, Taylor Swift, too, by the way. It's really great to have all of these women help us beat the smallest man in the world, Donald Trump. So that's it.
Support for today's episode comes from Hexclad. Revolutionize your cooking experience with Hexclad cookware, where innovation meets culinary excellence. Hexclad cookware is designed to simplify your time in the kitchen while adding a touch of elegance to every meal. Hexclad has changed the cookware industry with an all-in-one hybrid pan that gives you the convenience and cleanup of nonstick, the versatility of your grandma's cast iron, and the durability to last a lifetime. Really, Hexclad cookware has a lifetime warranty. So whether you're elevating your cooking routine or hosting a decadent dinner party, Hexclad has you covered with unbeatable performance and style. Even the great Gordon Ramsay, known to many as a bit of a critic, only trusts Hexclad pots and pans in both his home and in all of his Michelin star restaurants. If it's good enough for Gordon and, well, me, we think that you'll be satisfied too. And for a limited time, Hexclad is giving our listeners 10% off your order with our exclusive link. Just go to hexclad.com/Meidas. Support our show and check them out at hexclad.com/MEIDAS. Now, let me tell you about my personal experience with Hexclad. I think you all know that I love to cook, and these Hexclad pots and pans have been revolutionary for me. Whether I'm making a pasta dish or a fish or a sauce, I could always count on my Hexclad, and anytime I have people over for dinner, they always rave about it and ask where I got mine. So whether you're searing steaks or whipping up delicate sauces, Hexclad's 6-piece set has everything you need. These pots and pans are metal utensil safe, dishwasher safe, and even oven safe up to 500 degrees. So say goodbye to sticking, burning, and uneven cooking, and hello to perfection in every dish. And for a limited time, Hexclad is offering our listeners 10% off your order. Just head to hexclad.com/Meidas to get started. Support our show and check them out at hexclad.com/Meidas. That's MEIDAS. Bon appetit. Let's eat with Hexclad's revolutionary cookware and elevate your cooking game to new heights.
This speech is so good. And then he goes, look, they're mad as hell because we're calling them out on Project 2025. That was their plan. Play this clip.
Are you watching this? They're all mad as hell at the guys who wrote this now because it got out there. This was the thing, you said the quiet stuff out loud before we got elected. Yes, they did. No one wants that agenda. No one who's not a billionaire wants that agenda. No one wants government in your bedrooms and your exam rooms.
Now let's take a look at Vice President Kamala Harris, her speech at the Congressional Black Caucus Phoenix Awards. Here she talks about the importance of the Phoenix Awards. Here, play this clip.
The CBC has always had a vision for the future of our nation, a future where we can see what is possible, unburdened by what has been. A future where we fulfill the promise of America, a promise of freedom, opportunity, and justice, not just for some, but for all.
Here she talks about, we're actually going to put forward plans, not concepts. Play this clip.
We actually have a plan for health care, not just concepts of a plan.
Then Vice President Kamala Harris thanks Hakeem Jeffries, the Democratic minority leader in the House of Representatives. Play the clip.
I also want to thank Hakeem Jeffries, who will be the next Speaker of the House. Yes, he will. And nobody knows how to quote Biggie better than Hakeem.
Here, President Biden addresses Donald Trump's vicious and despicable lies about migrants and particularly the Haitian community in Ohio. Play this clip.
My predecessor calls the insurrectionists who stormed the Capitol on January 6th patriots. But when peaceful protesters marched for justice for George Floyd, Trump wanted to send in the military, but they wouldn't go. He says immigrants, black and brown immigrants, poison the blood of our country. Right now, his running mate is attacking Haitian Americans in Ohio. It's wrong. It's got to stop.
And President Biden talks about just how much he admires Vice President Kamala Harris. Play this clip.
And tonight, I'm honored to join your dinner tonight. Congratulations to tonight honorees, and thank you to all the CBC members, staff, alumni, including those who serve across my administration, including the former chair and former HUD Secretary, Marcia Fudge, and especially our incredible Vice President Kamala Harris. Best decision I made.
So in contrast to that, when Donald Trump was asked if he denounces the bomb threats in Springfield, he claims he doesn't know anything about what's going on there at all. Play this clip.
Do you denounce the bomb threats in Springfield, Ohio?
I don't know what happened with the bomb threats. I know that it's been taken over by illegal migrants, and that's a terrible thing that happened. Springfield was this beautiful town, and now they're going through hell. It's a sad thing. Not going to happen with me, I can tell you right now.
Finally, Gwen Walz, Governor Walz's wife, gave a incredible speech as well. Here, watch this.
Our parents taught us the value of a hard day's work, how to balance a budget, and most of all, how to lend a helping hand to our neighbors in need and accept help from our neighbors when we needed it too. All the things that someone like Donald Trump, who grew up with a silver spoon in his mouth, could just never understand.
And by the way, if we take a look at the post-debate polls right now, we have Vice President Kamala Harris up by about 5 Morning Consult, 5 Ipsos, 4 RMG, 4 DPR, D4P rather, 4 YouGov Yahoo, YouGov Times 4. So, hitting that 50% mark as well is a big one. And we're seeing that in more and more polls. But I think when you see the contrast there, you see what's up anyway. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 4 million together. Thanks for watching.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Meidas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.